The loud explosions of the Bofors guns, the bravado of the young officers, heroic tales of the martyrs, and media coverage for the first time. All this ensured that Kargil war was etched firmly in our collective memory. But under the dark clouds of the war, there were some human stories that were playing out quietly. One such story was a love story of Captain Akhilesh Saxena and his wife of only 2 months, Shikha Saxena. While the whole world was blissfully unaware of the happenings at the border and in Kargil, this couple knew that this call to duty for the nation could be a turning point for their marriage.
It was that I was just married to an army officer, and it was a roller coaster ride, and I was about to set up my home. Suddenly we got this news. He has to join in the Tanmarg. Yes, the posting was on Tanmarg, and he has to join the unit there. And it was a SOS posting. SOS means save our soul, that you have to join immediately.
We get married in the end of Feb, and by the time we reach Firozpur, and we are just planning to set up our house, as Shikha told, right? We were just doing the purchasing for our house, looking at the, what can we get it, how can we decorate it and all. So obviously first time when you are setting up your house, you have got a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of planning. And my CO, commanding officer, was very surprised that, suddenly how come this posting come, which was not anticipated.
So within 15 days he has to join there. So it was a chaos inside me ki where I will go now.
So they wanted some good young officers to be posted there, and my name came. So as a soldier, we are always ready, right? That's the way we are kind of having the uniform. And when we pass out, we always say, whatever may be the situation, my welfare, prestige, and safety of my nation comes first, always and every time. And my own welfare, my safety, my family comes last, always and every time. So situation was, we knew this is the worst ever war, most difficult war we are going to face. But still, I cannot tell Shikha, my wife, that, I'm going through all this.
So I was on the television channel, every minute it was on. And I was teaching to the students. I was in the center, and that big television is in our center, and it is on all the time, all the moments. We were glued to that screen. The moment I saw Captain Akhilesh on the screen, he was with the black faces and all the officers and all the Jawans and the soldiers were with him. But we can recognize this face because that face was very familiar to me. That was a very proud moment, and I was little comprehensive also that I should not see him on the screen, because everyone who is getting martyrs or who laid down their life, that news was coming on the screen, on the TV, even on the news channels, even on the newspapers, they were there. So I was I was little scared that I should not see him anywhere.
So if you really see, that attack was very difficult. As I said, Tololing was the turning point, most difficult peak. And some of the attacks on that peaks were not even successful, right? The bodies of our officers, Major Vikas Adhikari, was still lying there, who died fighting few days back, right? And I think, we really want to ensure that, we win this time. So Colonel Ravindranath called all the Jawans, officers and all. And he clearly told that, we are going to win. And that's what we told our Jawans also. So one bullet we are keeping, that in case while fighting, we will not come back like this, and we will not get captured also. So we were keeping that one bullet, each one of us, for that particular moments, right? So it's a difficult thing, not only keeping the bullets. So before going for attack, I was sitting in my kind of small bunker or under a boulder, and I have written 2 letters, right? So one letter I have written to Shikha, because I knew that this attack is so difficult that I may not come back. So this was like my last letter to her. And the opening of that letter is, you will see that letter in this book, right? Nation First. The opening is, when you will find this letter, I will not be in this earth. I will be watching you from the sky, because that letter was only meant to be delivered to her when, I do not come back from the war. If I come back, I'm going to tear it off. But if I don't come back, that is going to shikha to my parents. And I just wanted to express my love, right? Though we were there together for a very short time, but still we could have a very, very deep bond. Maybe because of the initial difficult conditions, love at first sight, we spent some time together. But it was very difficult to narrate saying that this is the last letter I am writing, knowing fully well that, you are alive, but you are knowing the fact that you may not come back. Then I packed this letter, put it in my box, similarly written a letter for my parents, and then put it in the box. And these two letters were supposed to be reach them if I do not come back, right? So I've gone for 3 attacks, but this is just a kind of blessing of so many Indians that I'm again sitting. But mentally we were prepared to die, but not to take the defeat.
Our marriage is a totally arranged marriage. So our parents had a talk and we chosen each other, but it was an arranged marriage. And for a lady, it's that they come very slowly and emotions develop very, very slowly. And the prayers and everything what I was doing was just for him, just to keep him safe and to keep him, to bring him back. Everything I got into fasting for the Thursday. Whatever I can do, I did for him. And that make me feel so strong for him, committed so strong for him that I forget anything beyond. Just he was there on my focus, that he should be all good, he should come alive. Whatever it is, toota puta kaisa bhi, but he should come alive. So that pride of serving to my nation comes through my husband. And that feeling that now more than I love him, I respect him. So that is the deepest, I touched the deepest feeling of the love, and I still have that content with me.